Hey y'all, it's Blue. So, the video is out. I'm walking the dog. The video is out. He didn't need his ass kicked. He's gonna get his ass kicked. But, I want to share this. Remember when I told y'all that everything was gonna be exposed? That as soon as Pluto went into Aquarius, Pluto's like, alright, enough's enough. Gotta show y'all who people are. And it's been happening one after the other. Now, let me tell you what is happening here. So, what's about to happen, and I was in a different live with a great group. I need y'all to make sure y'all follow them on YouTube. They three brothers. I'm telling you, it's like a big family in there. And when this came through, I'm like, because I come from a family of law enforcement, so I already knew what was going down. When that video came out today of Diddy beating the shit out of Cassie, I said the indictment is absolutely on deck. And Tisa Tells is talking about it too, which I'm glad about that. It's a very proper strategy, right? That is a boss-ass strategy by the feds to put that video out just before his indictment. Because you can't come in the courtroom talking about it wasn't me, and all this extra. And what it does is that I don't want to use the word taint, but it strokes the emotions of the court of public opinion, right? You got the whole world hating you right now. What kind of man does that? It was triggering. It was raw. But it was necessary. It's things like these and times like these that are happening that are going to foster the change that we need in society. It started, in my opinion, with my cousin, George Floyd. Right? Because we were all in COVID. Everybody had to sit down and watch that shit. So here we are with the same type of situation today where everybody sees it. So, I guarantee you that indictment, if it doesn't come tomorrow, it'll be here within the next 7 days. They're not going to let too much time go. They're not going to let too much time go without indictment after putting out something as horrific as that video, because they know that the people are going to want his head. We want his head. We want that trout mouth ass Diddy's head on a platter, period. Now, from a spiritual perspective, because what y'all just got was that was the raw me, Ted. From a spiritual perspective, what y'all need to understand, and I've said this before, is that changing of the guards. Do y'all think that this world started out as a patriarchal setup? It didn't. It was always matriarchal. It was always the women who kicked all of this off. Who kicked all of this off. That's your twin, girl. Stop that. Dog looked just like my dog just passed by. And there was an upset that happened where the patriarchal side of things, the men weren't that happy that women were being revered the way that they were. But we had to be revered. We were the first. We were the only thing that could bring forth life. Of course, it took the partnership and hand of a man's sperm, but that was it. As far as the rest of the battle, that was on us. The bringing up of the child inside our bodies and pushing them out from the spirit realm into the physical realm. Women have always had ethereal power. That is why you have all these religions who, put the downfall of mankind on a woman, which is a lie. We have religion that says that we shouldn't tap into our God-given, spirit-given energies and gifts, magic. Why? Because they feared it. They did everything. It was a campaign to strip women from their rightful place, and it was successful. Now there's the changing of the guard. And what you're seeing here is anybody who deliberately causes the downfall of women undeservingly, because sometimes women, we put ourselves in predicaments and situations and do bullshit where you've got to pay the fiddler. You reap what you sow, right? But for anybody who has harmed, maimed, defamed, killed, raped, beat, assaulted, stripped, harmed women in any way, your judgment is at hand. You've heard it here. I've been seeing it happen. The Iyami, y'all need to look him up. Ayami. The beloved, wonderful witches of the Ifa pantheon. They're flying. They're correcting courses. They're bringing about judgment, baby. You know when it started for me? What was that guy's name in Atlanta who had the channel where he would sit up and talk about women and how to be a high value woman? I can't think of his name. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. And he would just dog women out, just dog us out, right? And then poetically enough, how did he die? He died in the most powerful place of a woman. Her vagina. Something that gives love, that gives life, that gives birth into everything. How poetic was that? As soon as it happened, I called someone close to me. I don't want to say their name or what their relationship is to me, but I called them and we were on the same page. She was like, Yamis are on it. It's time. I said, yep. The Yamis do not play about the righteousness of women and the protection of women. Do you understand me? So I need you to understand that if you have been one of these people that have done anything horrible to women, you're gonna get a knock at your door. When you wonder why that job didn't come through, when you wonder why all of the money is gone, when you wonder why you end up having a heart attack, when you wonder why things failed in your life, you think about how you've treated a woman. That's the Iyami. That's the big payback. The big payback is on. And women are being restored